So another type of poetry is the ballad. This is another type of medieval, tradition here. And these were popular back then and have been ever since. They're usually anonymous and not too complicated in their content. A lot of these were written by, common folk, not famous poets, and they were repeated, and people would memorize them, and they would get passed from generation to generation until they were written down or not written down. What we have today is what's been transcribed, and we have a nice repertoire of old ballads. But it's also something that people still write today because it's a form that never really lost its splendor. So the verses are generally short and narrate a personal story about love, hate, about knights or fantasy. And like the epic, they generally hold this simple form and repetition. So here we see an Old English battle entitled The Douglas Tragedy. You can see, I'm just going to read the first part here. Rise up now, Lord Douglas, she says, and put on your armor so bright. Sweet William, will hey Lady Margaret owe, before that it be light. So you could see here, it's got this nice flow to it, something that could be sung, something that could be read. It's got this theme of knights, which is, medieval, and it's got this nice flow to it, and it has, it can narrate a story, it can talk about love, it can, relate this type. It's not as long as the epic poems. The epic poems are super long, and they narrate about, a historic deed or a historic, a heroic person or hero, something like that. But these are more local. These are more broken down, written by the townsfolk many times for people in the more local tradition. So let's take a look here. From the ballad were developed the Ballad Stanza, which is ACBC rhyme of 4 lines. 1 and 3 have 8 syllables, and 2 and 4 have 6. Here we have Samuel Taylor Coleridge in The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. So let's take a look at this poem here. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast it did stand, no bigger than the moon. So you can see here noon and moon rhyme, nice couplet there, and it's got that nice flow. It could be said, it could be read, and it could be remembered by the simplicity with which it's presented. So this is an example of ballads and how they still are popular today.